Yo, my Facebook won't load, man. What's up with this Facebook deal? It doesn't load. Come on. Give me a break. It's so prehistoric. It's 2021. There we go. Load something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to repeat what I've been repeating all morning long through this afternoon. This stream should work. Now it should work. Now it should work. Yeah, the stream should work now. Yeah. Sound like a freaking record. Alright, but the stream should be the stream should be working now. This is a recording. Well, we have storms initiating to our west. As soon as I get to Boulder City here in about 14 miles, I'm gonna turn her west so y'all can see these thunderstorms. I'm gonna leave it streaming. We should have cell service in Boise City, Oklahoma. It's the dead center west of the Oklahoma Panhandle, so it should be good. Let's type this title one more time. Spamming. Oklahoma. So you may notice some misspelled words in my titles to the post. It's actually an inside joke. You guys know me better than that. I don't tolerate misspelled words for grammar. Yeah, I know I'm not perfect, but I can spot those things a mile away. No, those are they're actually inside jokes. So please don't think that I'm drinking. I'm not drinking. I don't drink. Just because I was in Colorado doesn't mean that I was puffing anything. So the misspelled words are inside jokes. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, F.A. Can't send me stuff like that while I'm driving. Wow, you have no manners. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. As they say in Mexico, and he's like, don't be sending me stuff like that while I'm driving, bro. So I've had several trucks playing chicken. On this one here, this is a road that's created for passing, so it's not really playing chicken. 11 miles, we're going to make a right, and we're going to face west so y'all can see storm initiation and what that looks like. Beautiful blue skies over us. We are in storm chase mode. Southwest. No, actually, we're in the Oklahoma Panhandle now. We have arrived in the Oklahoma Panhandle. I have about probably a good 25, 26 drops of coffee left in my Dunkin' Donuts. A lot of Dunkin' Donuts. Today should be a classic day. Well, and when I say classic, I mean as far as this time of year, not particularly too strong of storms, but in May everything is fair game. A lot of magic happens out here. I love these blue skies. Lets you see a lot, and it's better to be having storms form west of you or wherever, coming towards you. That way you can see. And then choosing the storms is hard. So if I could put storm chasing in different phases, it would be, let's see, well, phase one, if you will, is just finding a target area, going to where storms are supposed to, not necessarily supposed to initiate, but near. And when I say near, within 100 miles or so. So that's phase one, right? So I'm on phase one right now, targeting Boise City. That's where I'm going to initially start. And then from there, we start breaking down to phase two is when the storms form. And when the storms are forming, again, you have an idea of the area. The forecast models are pretty good. They're usually going to form in that area. So that's phase two. And then if you have to reposition yourself a little bit closer to those storms in relation to where the low pressure system is going to be moving at. The phase three to me is the most difficult. That's choosing the storm. So in most cases, it's not perfect where it's the only storm in town. You ever chase like that? Those are quote unquote easy. You only target one cell. And then there are some good days where there's 2 or 3 cells near each other, like 50, 60 miles apart. I like that cell, right? That's phase three. Phase four is chase the cell. So wherever you are at, look at your maps, head towards the direction of the storm that you have targeted. That's actually easier than choosing the storm, because this is where the fun happens. And this is even before any tornadoes or hail are born. So you're having to make all these, they're not really split-second decisions, split-minute decisions. That happens in phase 5. But in phase 4, you have to decide what's the best road to get to your storm, and then another road as your plan B in case you have to ditch your first storm to get to the second storm. Easier said than done. The storms are moving at 10 knots, 15 knots. Easy. Well, quote unquote easy. They're moving at 20, 25 knots. Do the math. The storm's moving away from you. I'm not going to go through all those outbreak formulas. So then once you've actually gotten to the cell you targeted, phase 5 is base hunting. So what base hunting is when you're far away from a storm, you can't necessarily always see the base. In fact, depending on your position, you may be far away from it. So your goal is to get as close to the base, aka underneath, or a view of the underneath from a safe distance. And then you have to follow it. And that's where the fun happens. So phase 5, you already know what you're chasing. You're just having to actually chase it. That's where knowing your terrain helps tremendously. Having a sense of direction, lack of awareness, intuition. And sometimes these storms will become heavily rain-wrapped, so the area of circulation is wrapped in rain and hail, so you can have a huge tornado down there and not even see it. You have to position yourself where you're following it perpendicular in most cases. So I think phase three is difficult. That'll make or break you. And in phase five, yeah, there's a big degree of difficulty there too. Because with phase five, you know, you're on the storm, and you know, you're lucky if you get to park. You know, I've been on some chases where you can park for an hour and just kind of watch magic, you know, happen as it's happening. It's a half hour, but a lot of the times it's 5, 10 minutes, and on the faster moving storms, and you're talking 30 seconds, 1 minute to be able to view. It just really depends on the storm, what it's doing. If there's a tornado, what evolution is it in, so on and so forth. The funniest part is that on some of these storms, I'll completely forget to pull out the camera. On one of the chases, I forgot to pull out the drone, but it was the drone wouldn't have captured anything that well, anyways. But I remember the very first tornado chase I ever went on the second day. Well, we caught a tornado. I forget day 3 or 4. And it was a relatively weak one, probably a 0. No, it was like a 0 or 1. And then an EF4 the next day. I had been planning for so many years to take this trip, and I brought a video camera, and I brought my phone. I think I brought a tripod, and then another camera. So I had a camera, like a Canon camera, a video camera, and my iPhone, original iPhone, 3G. And I'll never forget it. When we saw the tornado, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. So I'm like going through my stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe I should take a photo with my iPhone since I have it here. But no, I brought the video camera. But I've got my good camera. And I was just in this state of awe. It was funny. But luckily, it stayed on the ground for several minutes before it lifted. So I managed to get my iPhone shot. In fact, the iPhone picture that I had from that day, I framed it, and it's oddly enough, I framed it, and I've always had it in my bathroom because there's two places where I get my biggest inspirations from: driving and the bathroom. So it's an EF4, and it's framed, and it's always been in every bathroom that I've lived in. So I just look at it, remind me of that world outside of the bathroom. It was a beautiful, beautiful long train. Anyhow, I ended up not even pulling out the video camera. Somebody else took a video. I think, no, or yeah. I don't believe I got any video. But now, usually, most of my photos now are they'll come from my iPhone. My iPhone. Did I really just say that? I divorced the iPhone back in 2013. I'm sorry, my Android. I divorced that iPhone. In the iPhone, I just went on a 20-minute rant prior about the HP Chromebook and how it's not really a laptop. It's a laptop. It sits on your lap. It's not a computer. Biggest waste of money. Right there with that is the iPhone. So I can go on and on how worthless iPhones are. But my Facebook friends, if I go on a tirade. Oh, there's a dinosaur here. Let's go look at this dinosaur. It looks like a Brontosaurus Rex. Brontosaurus. Cool. Let's see. Set this down. So these little knickknacks on the sides of the road are what I've come to love about storm chasing. I mean, there's so many little knickknacks along the way. Look at this, the Tin Man. That's not a photo. Save it. Great. Fun. Let's see. Little portrait of a horse, and then this guy, brontosaurus. Cool. Try to position the camera here to intercept. Look how cute that is. Go underneath it. I'm gonna put my life in danger. Go make friends with brontosaurus. That was fun. All right, let's get in position on the west side of the city here. Apatosaurus? 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 It's a Wasteosaurus Rex. This is Boise City, Oklahoma. Wild Bill's RV Park. Okay. It's pretty sophisticated. We've got street loops. We're gonna go just west of the city, get out of all this clutter. Aim the camera at the clouds, the storms that are wanting to form towards our west. Beautiful street lamps. I don't know where they came up with the budget to put these up. Boise City. What tarnation? All right, so we have storms exploding to our west. Look pretty good on radar here. Find a place for us to park here and aim the camera towards the west so we can see. Look at these guys. Get past me here. They're in a hurry. Let this son of a pass. So just off to the side there, you'll see the storm that we're going to be focused on here now. And I love when storms form early. It gives us a chance to see them being born, see these beautiful clouds. witnessing the birth of what probably is going to be severe thunderstorms. So, phase one is over. We targeted Boise City. Phase two is to wait and watch these storms as they form. Stage three, or phase three, which still is one of the most difficult phases, if not the difficult. It's the choosing of the storms. When you have to select the storms. Right now, this is the only game in town. That makes it pretty easy. But just the beginning. You can see the low cloud base is down at the end. Oh, it's still early on. Still early. So flip flap, back and forth, staring at clouds to staring at radar, staring at satellite imagery. Since I can somewhat make out the base from this far away, I'm not going to go after this one just yet. Just going to wait a little bit. So Boise City, I can go west, southwest, north, south. We're going to chill and watch this guy grow. Yeah, the misspelled words are an inside joke. Never stop misspelling words. Hurry up and wait. These storms right now are about an hour away. Clearly see their bases. I'll make the decision here. Maybe possibly targeting this one early and then chasing after any other one that appears after that. So we have a west road. Sort of. Where is this at? Grenville. That's what you're looking Look at that beautiful mushroom-shaped storm trying to form there. Main storm is behind that. Well, this one in front of us is not stormed yet. And it's drifting southeast. Where's Grenville? Goody. Oh, I'll get you, my pretty. Grenville's an hour away. Where's Clayton? Clayton's halfway. Just gonna sit here and stare at it for a little while. It's still early on. So from this distance, we're about an hour. It says an hour and 20 minutes to the actual base of the storm, way in the back. And usually, if the base is not completely rain wrapped, once you get within 30, 40 miles or so, or less, just depending on where you are in relation to the storm, early on, you can see the bases for many, many, many miles and miles away. So nothing yet forming to the south of us. It's all concentrated here. Me gusta. Oh, in where are we? Boise City. Oh, I have a live chat now. Cool. Boise City. God, I forget which state I'm in at the time. Oklahoma. Beautiful cues. If anyone cares, I've eaten McDonald's 3 times in 2 days. It's par for the course. All the storms are supposed to be forecasted to move southeast, so kind of sort of towards our direction. Although the main storm in the back there is is drifting southeast barely. It's mostly stationary. We don't want that. We need some movement so they can become well-oiled machines. Loving this little cute up front here, this little baby storm. Oh, I get the joke. Am I a boomer? No, I'm not that old. I'm a sooner. Sooner than later. So my last pit stop in Colorado in Buttes, I think it's pronounced Buttes. I'm not pronouncing it the other way. I intercepted a tumbleweed as a little gift. I'm just gonna display it in my place somewhere. Cute little tumbleweed and a green piece of wheat, and that one will be displayed back in my car. Over to the north, you can see the little sea of little baby thunderstorms that are wanting to form up there in the horizon. You can catch these storms early on. The first couple of storms will, the ones that become severe thunderstorms, they'll eat up all the energy real quick. So When they go crazy early, it's a good sign. Later on, they start to battle for energy between each other. But on really, really, really strong days, just about any storm is fair game for tornado or severe weather. This one's just chilling stationary. So when we first parked here, that the cute little cue that you're seeing there, the little baby thunderstorm, that one didn't appear on radar yet, but it just got to the level where it's appearing on radar. Again, Boise City, Oklahoma, center west Panhandle. So in the background, I'm hopping between satellite imagery, water vapor imagery, radar, all sorts of different locations near us, just to make sure we don't miss any other storms forming. This is my vacation. It's a full-time job. It doesn't pay. Big cluster of storms, and the beginning cluster is the one to our southwest. Okay. Little baby ones forming from that. Today's May 16th, exactly 4 years ago, same day, I was in this town with these beautiful street lamps. Wow. Cartman strikes again, 4 years ago today. Yeah, that's about all there was to visit here. The street lamps and dinosaurs. Never stop vacationing. Nice. 4 years ago. With the cheeseburgers. Can't screw that. Can't screw that. Now you notice just south of our little baby thunderstorm here, we have an itty bitty little cloud popping up. Another one of these little popcorn cues. Another area that's gonna potentially become a thunderstorm, or it'll get sucked into this baby thunderstorm very early. So they just put they just put a little warning on this storm. Special weather statement. Oh, let's put on the radio. Oh yeah, that figures. My internet is working, but the weather radio is not. The weather radio was built years ago, because that makes complete sense. This nice storm is creating this beautiful little anvil here. So now those little itty bitty clouds turned into 4 little itty bitty clouds. The whole left side of my body is getting burnt alive. Awesome. So these storms, what they're doing, we've got water evaporating, and essentially this is like a pressure cooker. The ground is super hot. Jet stream is super cold. So this creates a bit of a ceiling. And so you have this water vapor condensing and rising. Eventually it breaks that ceiling, and then that's where we start getting all those crazy thunderstorms. The storm in the back supposedly is dropping nickel-sized hail, 50-mile-per-hour winds. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. A live stream that lasts longer than 2 or 3 minutes is an absolute score. Oh no, this stream is going to stay on all day and night. It has to. And we have some puffy clouds forming in front of us here. Oh, there's some popcorn cubes above us as well. Here you go. Maybe you can see this guy above us. Soon those little popcorn cubes will appear all around us. Got a nice southerly wind. Pressure cooker. This one forming a nice little angle. It's not going to hurt us to drive southwest. So we are going to do that. So there's lit. Yeah, we have plenty of ways. Just check the satellite water vapor one more time. Yeah, let's go after this guy. One in front of it. We'll be in position for all of them. Well, for all of these. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get some base views. Into the storm we ride. Now, just to the south, at the base of the storm, there might be a little bit of lowering there. And I'm going to make a left. Go south. Hopefully this road that we come across here is drivable. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a base there. A little bit of lowering. Clayton. So I'm going to go from Boise City over to Clayton. Probably get gas at Clayton and just keep watching these things form. Alright, here's our south road. Let's see if it's doable. Oh, it's got a street sign. Oh yeah, this is doable. Beautiful. We'll travel south for a little bit here. Then in a few minutes we'll go southeast and reposition the camera. Position a little bit. Load up on a protein bar here. Yeah, that base has some lowering in it. Let's go investigate it. Oh, there's a stop sign here. That's funny. Look at this. Stop sign, middle of nowhere. Let me stop and wait for traffic. Roll from Owl. All right. About halfway there to our main highway. Humidity is 51%. Temperature is 78. Perfect tornado setup is 58 degrees humidity. 58 humidity and 55 degrees temperature. Of course, tornadoes can form whenever. Nice. Nice. Hit a couple puddles. Here's our highway. Aim the camera towards the base. I would play some music in the background, but Facebook is mean, and it'll say it's copyrighted, and then just stop the video altogether. So. Keep getting text messages for Amazon packages. Storms just kind of sit in there stationary. And then we have storms that are fired up behind it. man, it smells terrible. Cow feedlot. They just upgraded tomorrow's chase to enhanced. Nice. Yeah, they've been talking about Monday being the big one too. But, this 5 days. Sweet. Oh yeah. About 33 miles or so from our mini sub-target of Clayton, Colorado. No, is that Colorado? No, it would be New Mexico. Clayton, New Mexico. About 33 miles or so. We'll go there. We'll look at this pretty structure. We'll get gas, and then keep pumping. We'll keep waiting for the right storm. There's storms behind this one blowing up too. So in Clayton, if we need to go west or south, east, north, northeast, southeast, it's another one of those spider cities. They call them spider cities. As we have road access just about every direction, like a spider. So we got a pretty little basin. So I'll be saying the word base a lot. I'm not talking about free basing or music base. This is the actual base of the storm. So if you're new to this, or you're not new to this, what you do is just follow the light to the darkness, essentially. Just follow all that light to where it gets dark. There you will find usually the edge or the center or the base of the thunderstorm. Lightning did show up on radar here a couple times. I haven't heard any beeps. Yeah, it's got some lightning in there. Yes, sir. That's exactly where we are. Voy a cruzar la frontera. Still moving and grooving, moving along. It's meandering southeast. Nice little base there still. Just keep watching. It's cute. This is where it gets fun. I'll turn the camera here for a moment. In the back there, we have anvils and storms that formed earlier. And then we have, there you go, there's Baby Q. That's another little baby thunderstorm fixing to take birth. Way in the back there, we have some more little puppies. Cumulus congestus. There's a bunch of cumulus clouds all bunched up together, condensing. And actually, the one in the south there has a rising tower. Looks like it's like cauliflower exploding vertically. We'll definitely want to keep an eye out on that. So we are 27 miles from Clayton, Colorado, in a spider city where I can take a route any direction, northwest, southeast. Let's go back and look at our bases here. Yeah, my vacation's a full-time job. So, over to the right, which might be your left, a little bit of lower in there. But what's cool about this storm is that we can actually see the back side of the structure. So again, if you follow, let me look at what you're looking at here. Yeah. Follow that sunlight to where it gets dark, the lightness and the darkness. Start to make out the shapes. Should be much clearer once we get closer. And all that dark area that you see there at ground level, that's all rain coming down. It's nice sheets of rain. We look for that lowering, which is basically just clouds that are intruding underneath the base, getting further and further lower. That's usually indicative of where the updraft is, aka where the tornadoes would be born at. Funnel clouds. Oh yeah. So the timing, 4 or 5 o'clock. So that's 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Forecast models are right on. So we're gonna fill up the gas here in Clayton, and we're actually gonna follow this storm as it drifts southeast. There will be storms that develop ahead of it and southeast of it, which we should be in. We'll be within the range of it. So into the evening, 6 o'clock, between 5 and 6 o'clock Central Time, the storms are going to start making a name for themselves. Are going to appear, and into the night, a few of those could go tornadic. Should be within range to catch them. Show. What's going to diverge northeast? Take that back. See a little bit more of the structure. All right, so our weather station has just beeped. That's exciting. So I guess there's lightning. Oh, cool. Even though it's raining, the storm has a nice clear base. There's no other storm to the south, to the east, to the southeast of it. So it's literally inhaling all this warm, moist air that's coming from getting transported from the Gulf of Mexico, any leftover water that's been sitting around from rains the night before. So sometimes you can get lucky with these early on. They'll drop these little land spouts, which still count as tornado. A lot of clouds, you'll see construction. About 15 minutes to a refueling area. There's two lower areas. Well, okay, they just put a mesoscale discussion over our area. This is brand new. Let me read it. Here we go. So the mesoscale discussion that was just placed for our little storm here. Isolated damaging wind gusts, hail, and a few land spouts are possible this afternoon. Real big. So there's two areas to focus on. One will be the back side of the storm, where it's almost like a wall time. Definite lowering, and then a little bit further up, there's that suspicious lowering there too. And again, a lowering is just a protrusion of clouds that comes from below the ceiling. Below the base ceiling of the clouds. Oh yeah, the inflow's there. Lows coming down. Yeah. Looking to the south. We'll still only have popcorn cues. Small cumulus clouds. And forward, these are the storms that were, you see an explosion, like a mushroom cloud way in the background. That was a storm that formed earlier. And then new cumulus clouds here that are forming, baby thunderstorms. Easiest way to explain. So because those are behind or more further to the west, if they turn into anything, we'll be right in the right location. The base of our thunderstorm here becomes more and more clear. That's a beautiful lowering in the background. And to the trained eye, if you follow the edge of the thunderstorm and follow it up, you can make out the anvil, which is, when you're looking at it from far away, that's what looks like an exploding mushroom, like a nuclear explosion. This looks like a chaser in position. Yep. Look at this. Entering New Mexico. Folks, that means that I have to do my commentary now in Spanish, so please forgive me. Órale, mucho gusto. No, I'm kidding. About 10 minutes from our fuel up spot. Spotters are beginning to congregate to this area as the chase goes on. Of course, yeah, here. so that we can position the camera. That might be so we can position the camera so y'all can just look at the storm as it's forming. Taking pictures here. About 9 miles to go. Yeah, the air seconds to a minute or so. That lowering is super nice. It looks like a warm cloud to me. It'll beat up, but it'll do, it'll work. And again, a landslide is nothing more than just a tornado that's not really formed from a supercell. Those could be cute. I think the most tornadoes I've seen on the ground at one time were 3, and 2 were land spouts. It was pretty neat. We had 2 land spouts. Let's see, you had one off into the distance, one close to us, and then somewhere in between was a tornado that ended up causing damage. It was like an EF1, EF2. And it was in Kansas. In fact, that tornado from that day and some of the landspouts, there's a famous picture. If you Google Kansas wedding tornado, you'll see the couple, the bride and groom in the front, and in the background, lots of Kansas field, and on the left, one tornado, on the right, a landspout, or it'll be around. It's really neat. That was the storm we were on. I remember when 2012, 11, 12. Looking to the south, just a bunch of cumulus clouds all together. Nothing crazy. No storms forming. It's the only storm right now. Those are the ones that are behind it. Nice lowering in the back there. You know, that might even be twisting horizontally for over now. But we won't point out a funnel cloud unless it's got a nice point at the end. About 5 minutes on gas zone. Going on a road trip to nowhere, well, a road trip goes somewhere. When you go on a road trip that takes you about, the whole day or 2 days, each hour feels like a day. When you're storm chasing, you say, oh, well, that's just an hour away, and that feels like 5 minutes. Well, that one's 2 hours away, and that feels like 30 minutes. For the driver, the passenger, different story. When you tell them, hey, we're going to ditch this storm, we're going to get the storm below that one. How far is it? Oh, hour and a half. Okay. They fall asleep in about 10 minutes, and you wake them up right when the action starts. That beautiful view in the back. Wow. The gas, and we'll find a nice little view to see this. That lowering got torn up there. Oh, this is the Santa Fe Trail. After we get gas, we'll find a nice little open road that's a little high so we can see the ground level there. See if we can spot any of these elusive land spouts. Okay. Just past a do not pick up hitchhiker sign, one of our favorite signs. So this storm is fizzling. It's connected to what appears to be a chain of storms. Well, just saw lightning. So we'll get gas and we'll probably we'll either park and stare, maybe travel a little northeast. Northeast. Just behind it, that white cauliflower that you see there, cauliflower looking shape. That's another thunderstorm being born. We're on the south side of where all the storms are forming. This is so far. This has been following the models, the forecast models. This is what we want. Nothing to the south. That way, this storm can just eat food, eat all that updraft, eat all that water vapor, all that moisture, undisturbed. That's what we like. It also makes for very picturesque storms, and of course, tornado protection. Just right now. I remember these signs. I was here some years ago. Yeah, the internet cut out a couple times. What else is new, right? Let me reposition this back to the streets. We'll fill up, we'll travel east. we're still now in sort of phase two. There we go. And Alsop's. Look at this dip. The sign says dip. I don't read. Alsop's is a very familiar gas station, a pit stop for chasers. We're famous for all gas and burritos. Last year was the first time I ever tried a burrito. Not bad. Oh, perfect. Aim the camera at the Alsops. Enough said. All right, let me gas up this Millennia. Do I need to use the bathroom? Nah. If I do, I'll find some bush somewhere. I mean, find a restroom. Yeah, we're at here in southeast of here. Yeah, you guys probably be okay here. More into the evening southeast. Yeah. You from here? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Do a quick throw garbage away and check the tires. Message retracted. Message retracted. Oh boy. There's this moment to take a look at some radar. Yeah, we're gonna drive northeast, a couple miles outside of the city, find a nice place to park, and just sit there and stare at the clouds. I have to remind myself to eat. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I don't know if that's central or mountain. I lose track. Should have updated the mountain. Yeah, probably is mountain. No, I don't know. I'll have to Google. And then I ate some time ago. So far on this trip leading Friday night from DFW, we're at.
They did a blaster and called it Billy.
We're at 1,092 miles. That little sound you hear in the background, that is a podcast that I listen to. Yeah, let's get out into the clearing. A nice little place to park. Bye bye, Alsops. I love these small cities. It's like, hello. Thanks for visiting.
And damage and winds are possible. Critical fire weather conditions may develop across western New Mexico late week into Saturday. Dry-line thunderstorms may become severe late week into Saturday, especially across the eastern plains near the Texas border. Information for skywarn spotters. Spotter activation may be required today and Monday for the east, central, and northeast plains due to the potential for severe thunderstorms.
You got it.
You're listening to
Locked and loaded. You'll be ready.
90, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.550 megahertz over northeastern New Mexico, southeastern Colorado, and portions of the western Oklahoma and Texas
Find
Panhandle.
us a road and park on.
Programming for this station originates from the National Weather Service Office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now from the forecast office in Albuquerque, here are the 1 p.m. observations. At the Clayton Airport, it was fair. The temperature was 71 degrees, with the dew point of 53. Relative humidity was 52%. Wind south at 15 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.94 inches and falling. Fulham, fair. Temperature 74. Taos, fair. 73 degrees. Angel Fire, fair. Springfield, Colorado, temperature 79. And Delaware, partly sunny, 77 degrees. Elsewhere around the region.
Yeah, it's a better
Temperature 75.
better spot up there.
Comparing, fair, 81 degrees. Albuquerque, fair.
And watch this piece.
Amarillo, mostly sunny, temperature 76. Denver, cloudy, 55 degrees. Once again, fair and the temperature was 71 degrees.
So here's a base of the storm that was behind the first storm we followed. Still, this is what we want. Nothing over here. Empty, clear south side. No interruptions. Just feed these thunderstorms.
Highs in the lower 70s, except in the mid 60s to lower 70s over the higher elevations.
Desert.
Afternoon. Highs in the mid-60s, except in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the higher elevations. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation 90%. And for Monday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Then partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 30s. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour in the evening. Chance of precipitation 40%. Here is the latest weather synopsis. Preview to locally windy and warm conditions will prevail today, with another round of thunderstorms across the northeast and east central plains. A few storms may become severe near the Texas and Oklahoma borders, producing damaging wind gusts and large hail. A Pacific low will approach from the west on Monday and move over on Tuesday, bringing cooler conditions with more showers and storms favoring northern New Mexico. A more potent Pacific low will move slowly across the Intermountain west from mid to late week, bringing stronger winds back to the area. Chances for thunderstorms will trend at mid to late week as well, especially across the eastern half of the state where some storms may become severe. And now the hazardous weather outlook. For today and tonight, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms this afternoon and evening across the east, central, and northeast plains, where large hail and damaging winds are possible. And looking further ahead for the next 7 days, Monday through Saturday, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms Monday afternoon and evening across the east, central, and northeast plains, where large hail and damaging winds are possible. Critical fire weather conditions may develop across western New Mexico late week into Saturday. Dry line thunderstorms may become severe late week into Saturday, especially across the eastern plains near the Texas border. Information for skywarn spotters. Spotter activation may be required today and Monday for the east, central, and northeast plains due to the potential for severe thunderstorms. You're listening to WXL 90, broadcasting on frequency at 162.550 MHz over northeastern New Mexico, southeastern Colorado, and portions of the western Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. Programming for this station originates from the National Weather Service office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now from the forecast office in Albuquerque, here are the 2 p.m. observations. At the Clayton Airport, it was fair. The temperature was 71 degrees, with the dew point of 51. Relative humidity was 49%. Wind south at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.94 inches and steady. Return, cloudy. Temperature 71. Cows, fair. 73 degrees. Angel Fire, fair. Temperature 64. Springfield, Colorado. Temperature 76. And in Ballard, mostly sunny. 80 degrees. Wind southwest at 17 miles an hour. Elsewhere around the region. Trinidad, fair. Temperature 76. Tucumcari, fair. 83 degrees. Albuquerque, fair. Temperature 79. Amarillo, mostly sunny. Temperature 80. Denver, cloudy. 56 degrees.
Let's go a little further to the east.
Wind south at 10 miles an hour. Here is the latest weather synopsis. Preview to locally windy and warm conditions will prevail today, with another round of thunderstorms across the northeast and east central plains. A few storms may become severe near the Texas and Oklahoma borders, producing damaging wind gusts and large hail.
Let's stare at that
Pacific
one
low
over
will approach from the west on Monday and
Let's do
move
that.
over on Tuesday, bringing cooler conditions with
Yes.
more showers
Thank you,
and
sir.
storms
Appreciate the
favoring
videos and
northern
the
New Mexico.
pictures. Muchas gracias.
Pacific low will move slowly across
As they
the
say in New
Intermountain
Mexico.
west from mid to late
And I'm going to go to the
bringing
east.
stronger winds back to the area. Chances for thunderstorms will trend at mid to late week as well, especially across the eastern half of the state where some storms may become severe. Forecast for Clayton and surrounding area. For today, partly cloudy until late afternoon, then becoming mostly cloudy.
Yeah.
Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Some thunderstorms may be severe in the afternoon.
You guys want to go east? Sure, let's go east.
Upper 70s.
Sounds good to me.
Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. For tonight, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 40s. North winds 15 to 20 miles per hour.
We're gonna go
Chance of
east.
precipitation 50%. For Monday,
Gonna get to a junction up here, and then we're gonna turn the car north, stare at this storm, stare at the storms behind us. Still early on in this thing. A lot of finger dancing near the base of that upper cell there. Actually not that far away. Those storms are 38 miles away. Very chaseable, but they're just kind of drifting there, and we're just gonna sit and wait. But over by the base, well, I'll show you once we turn at this junction. Oh, let's go check out this feedlot. Awesome. So way ahead of the base there, there's a nice rain shaft. Here's a storm chaser just chilling. The rain shaft, one on the right, just above that sign, which for you guys left, because it's inverse for whatever reason. Flipped. But then just outside of that base, you'll have these little feathery finger-like clouds that protrude near the base, near the rain shaft. Those are the areas we want to look at. Oh, this is awesome. This is a feedlot. This must smell like cow manure. The winds are flowing actually away from, they're moving north, so we won't smell this just yet. But I'm going to position myself on top of this hill, because I love the smell. I love the smell of cows. Reminds me of travel. That's a feedlot. So you're looking at your next hamburger. Yep. Oh, yeah, it smells wonderful. Ooh, this one's puppy nuts. So park the car and we're gonna aim it towards the storm. I'm hoping we'll be doing a lot of this stop and go deal. Normally we don't get that lucky. You have to keep driving and driving and driving. We'll just stare at these for a little while. Keep our eyes on the ones behind us here. All those guys. Storm has a significant weather alert on it. Let's see what it says. As far as in 1 minute, penny size hail and gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Since we can see the base, we're just going to sit here and chill. Nothing to the east, nothing to the south. That's what we want. Feed these storms. And they'll be drifting into a much better environment here. Slowly but surely. Back side of this storm again is suspicious lowerings. Oh, no. Which direction is good here? Good, we have southerly winds feeding. Need that to remain consistent. Storms in DFW. Looks like DFW just got a downpour. Most of that rain has left. You just get a few more sprinkles after that, and that's about it. Non-frenetic stuff. We have some storms forming south of us. Just getting discussion. So unless something dramatic happens with this storm, we will not be following it. We're going to have to keep an eye on the storms that are forming to the south of us by River. We're within range of everything, so be patient. Patience. I'm going to turn the car and face west. It's going to make for a prettier view. So you can't really see anything happening down there. This, you can't. No, just a few miles east of Clayton, Colorado. Just looking though, not touching that cell more than likely. In fact, we're probably going to start cruising southeast because we have some towers forming by Amarillo, a bunch of them. But I'm in range of intercepting those. Here, you want to see? There you go. So this is facing west. Turn the car. This is facing due west. This is facing due south. And this is looking southwest. Sorry, southeast. No, we don't want to go there. You can see the anvil tops on 1, 2, 3, 4 different storms at least. They grew up pretty quick. And those are actually moving towards the east. These guys are just sitting stationary. I don't like stationary. So we may just travel southeast. And if we need to turn around and go back up to this one, we can. Reason why I don't want to let this one go is because there's been a pretty consistent backfeeding of this storm. Let me try to point out the little. It's not a funnel, but it's almost looks like it. Let's see. Just a persistent lowering back there. But we are probably going to ditch this. The storm is just sitting there. Yep, we are going to go southeast. They just put a mesoscale discussion for those storms down there. We're 40 minutes from there. Let's see what these say. Mesoscale discussion. Increasing thunderstorm coverage anticipated with attendant threat for large hail and damaging wind gusts. No tornado talking. Yep, that was our target area. All parts south of the Oklahoma Panhandle. So we'll just let this one go. Whatever happens, happens. We're going to go intercept those ones blowing up to the south there. We are 43 miles. No, we don't want to go to Delaware. Far away from Amarillo. not spelling Amarillo. Oh, I see. It's trying to find something. 2 hours. So we're an hour and 14 minutes. Actually, $131 or so. Things weren't doing anything, so we're just going to dip south. We have a road southeast. It's going to take us through Dalhart, then to Hartley, towards the Amarillo area. We'll be able to see these thunderstorms backlit. Alright, that's our target area. So our storms are storm up north went severe. Has a severe box on it. Severe form, which is 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar size hit. Moving and grooving. Stop taking a picture real quick. Oh, that's the simple thing. We're in Colorado, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Texas. 4 states today. Looks like a severe thunderstorm watch box has been placed over our area. Closer we are to Amarillo, the better the signal is going to be, so excited about that. So we have nice clear roads all the way southeast. So right now we have storms in Dumas, starting from Dumas, south to Amarillo, parts south and southeast below that. So these are the cloud tops that we see way in the back.